Hey guys, we're back at the Bunka. We're gonna try and play another 8th edition game. On the menu today is gonna be some Necrons playing against Thousand Suns and some Tzeentch Daemons. It's gonna be a 2,000 point game. Actually, we're about 1950 points each. And let's take a look at the armies. Okay, so Thousand Suns. We have 2 detachments in this 1950 list. We have the battalion detachment for Thousand Suns. We have 2 HQ choices, which are Ahriman, who's on foot, and an Exalted Sorcerer, who is on foot. We have 3 mandatory troop choices. So we have a 10-man unit of Chaos Cultists, and we have 2 10-man unit of Zangwars with no war gear upgrades. We have a heavy support choice, which is a Chaos Land Raider. We have a Flyer, Helldrake, and then moving over to Tzeentch Daemons. Over here we have a detachment called the Supreme Command Detachment, which gives us 1 command point. There are 3 HQ choices in this detachment. Blue Scribes, Kairos Fateweaver, who's going to be the warlord for this particular game. And we have Herald of Tzeentch on a Burning Chariot. And there's a Lord of War that's a part of this detachment. That's going to be the Questor Tritoris, or the Renegade Knight. He's equipped with the Avenger Gatling Cannon, Heavy Flamer, Meltagun, Storm Spear, Rocket Pods, Reaper Chainsword, and I think that's pretty much it. So that's 1950 points of Tzeentch Daemons and Thousand Suns.
Alright, so we got a fun list for Necrons. Going to test out some mechanics. It's a Vanguard detachment with a Super Heavy Auxiliary detachment. Starting at the front, we have the Catacomb Command Barge with War Scythe, Gauze Cannon. And then we have 2 proxies here, which are going to be Triax Stalkers, or Tri-Arch Stalkers. They're both equipped with Particle Shredders. And then back here we have the Tzeentch Shard Deceiver and Nightbringer. We have a Canatep Spider with a Fabricated Claw and Gloom Prison. We have 2 Doom Scythes. And, of course, last but not least, the Tesseract Vault.
And that's 1965 points.
1965, yeah, that's what it is.
Of Necrons.
Of Necrons. I won the roll to see who goes first, so it's my turn first. But at the beginning of every battle, the Deceiver has this power called Grand Illusion, which allows him and D3 units to be redeployed anywhere on the battlefield more than 12 inches away from the enemy.
Nice.
So I'm going to roll for that now, see how many units. And I rolled a 1, but I'm going to use a CP to re-roll that dice.
Okay, how many CPs do you have?
Now I'm down to 3 CP.
Okay. And you still get a 1.
And I still get a 1. Alright, so this is what I'll redeploy. Deploy him. Now I can't charge when I redeploy like this.
Yo, yo!
So we redeployed this guy?
There's 1 model, the command barge.
Where was he?
He was back here, hiding back here.
Hiding back here, so he moved up front. Okay.
Alright, first turn move. Alright.
Well, hold on. Hold your horses, buddy.
Oh,
let me try and
seize the
roll my
initiative?
6. So we're gonna try and seize the initiative on a 6, and then we're gonna, if Necrons continue going first, they will do their redeploy move. Anyway, seizing initiative on a 6. We seize the initiative. Thousand Suns and Chaos Tzeentch Daemons go first. So even though Thousand Suns seized initiative on a 6, we can't find any reference to seizing the initiative in the new core rulebook. So I guess we're gonna skip that part. The Necrons are gonna go first after all. And what's this model's name again?
Catacomb Command Barge.
Catacomb Command Barge redeployed, so that it's at least 12 inches away from the closest enemy
and this
model.
guy, yeah. This was
And the
the other one.
C10 is redeploying with him.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's gonna be Necrons, turn 1.
Movement. Start moving these guys 10 inches. This guy can go next to him since they were paired up. Bloom. This guy moves 8. Okay. Alright, so this guy's just going to move a little out of the way. He's going to actually move up. So it's going to be cool. Okay, and now these guys, this guy moves 6. So just about there. Oh, and the beginning of the movement phase, I have to make a scarab. I'm going to create a scarab, 2+. Okay, within 6 inches. We'll just put them over here.
So the scarabs move 10 inches, okay.
So we're gonna go in front of these dudes. These guys have to move. So these guys move a minimum of 20. One's gonna go over here. Just gonna pop over here. So let's start shooting.
We're skipping the psychic phase because there are no
Yeah,
psychers.
no
in
psychers
Necron
for me.
faction.
Oh, advancing. Advancing.
What is
Scarab will
advancing?
advance. D6.
Well, we should have done that in the movement phase. We're gonna do it now.
No, we haven't. Yeah. We haven't.
Instead of shooting, this is the run move from the 7th
He's gonna
edition.
advance too.
So essentially you roll a d6 and you add it to your movement characteristic, and that's how...
Advance. You know what? He's going to advance to the Night Stalker because he's not in range of anything that's shooting. All right, let's start with him in the back. All right, Night Stalker's next. He's just gonna find somewhere. Scarab. 5. There. Okay, now we can shoot. We're starting with the Triarch. So I have ballistic skill 4, 6-shot particle shredder. We're going at your knight.
Okay.
24-inch range. They're within range. So need 3s to hit. 7s versus 8s. I need 5s. And I got nothing. Okay, so now every other Necron and model that targets the knight, since he shot at him, they have these targeting relays or something like that, gets to reroll once shooting that model. So we're going to do the next stalker, same thing. Reroll once. Alright. Need 5s. Death Ray and Tesla shots at him. So need 3s. Death Ray's D3. One shot. Reroll 1s. Okay, rolling through wounds. Strength 10, so I need 2s.
10 versus 8.
I mean, yeah, you're right. 3s. This is going to be 8 shots from the twin link Tesla disruptors.
Going to the same target, the knight.
Same target. On 6s, it's 3 hits, so I got to take out the 6s. So that's 2 6s so far. Rerolling 3 normal hits, and rerolling the 1s. Another 6. Okay. So these are 9 hits. Plus 4, so it's 13 hits. I need 5s to strength 7. 6 saves.
6, 3 up
plus.
armor saves. And we actually failed 3. 3 wounds on the Renegade Knight. So the Knight is down to 21 wounds left. Who's shooting next?
The other Doom scythe.
Same
D3?
target?
Yep. So I need 3s, reroll 1. So 2. So I need 3s. So that's 2. So this is at -4.
Okay.
So you get a 5+ invulnerable for this.
2 5+ in wound saves. 2 more wounds. 2 more wounds, but D6
Come on,
damage.
high. We need 5s and 6s. So 5 more damage.
5 more damage. The Knight is down to 16 wounds left. And who's shooting next?
Still the
Same model?
Now
Okay.
you're doing the Tesla. So 6s are 3 hits. And reroll 1s. Okay. So this is equal to 3. Alright. So I need 5s. 5, 7.
So anyway, 7 wounds, 3 up saves, 7 3-up saves. And we're gonna reroll this guy because it's cocked. It's actually just 1 wound. That's actually better than expected.
Yep.
What's the damage on this weapon?
1 wound each.
1 wound each.
So he takes another wound.
So the Knight is down to 15 wounds left.
Okay. Now these guys are going to use Power of the Tzeentch against him. Both of them. 2+. Doesn't matter. Take D3 mortal wounds. Reroll. Oh, I don't think I could reroll 1s on this because it's not a hit roll. So D3 mortal wounds. So he takes 2 more wounds. No saves.
So he's down to 13.
The barge, he's got a gauze cannon, strength 5.
So the barge is shooting what?
Gauze cannon.
Gauze cannon.
Reroll 1s. So this is strength 5, so I need 5s. Nothing. Now we got the Tesseract Vault. 20 attacks against your knight.
No.
3s, reroll 1s. And these are rerolls. Another 6 and a
13
regular hit.
hits. You have 14 regular hits and 5 multiple hits.
I'll do the 15 and then I'll do the 14. So I need 5s. So this is 14. So I need 5s and 6s. So 15 more saves.
5. We're gonna do them
3 times.
3 times. So first batch, 3-ups. We take 1 wound.
1, okay.
Second batch, we take 2 more. So that's 3 total. And last batch, we take 2 more.
So 5 more wounds.
8 wounds left on the Knight, but he lives.
Hold on. Now I'm doing Powers of the Tzeentch from him, 2+. Okay, so he's going to take D3, mortal, 2 more, 10 left.
2 more powers of the C10 left, okay?
All right, so this unit, I guess over here.
Zangors,
Yeah, I have to, so it's 10 of them, right?
10 of them.
Any 6 I get is a mortal wound. So I roll 10 dice. So we got 2 6s. So 2 mortal wounds to this unit.
We're gonna remove 2 guys. The controlling player
Yep.
chooses the models that die, so we're just gonna remove 2 guys from the back. The last part of the C10 is,
Yeah, times arrow.
and you're targeting
And I
the
have
same
to
unit.
I have to roll over their wounds. How many wounds do they have each?
They have a single wound each.
Okay, so anything
2 up.
but. And there's a butt. Anything else? No. That's my shooting. We're not charging anything. I hand my turn over to you.
Okay, so 1,000 Suns and Demons are gonna move. So we're gonna start with the Zangors. They're gonna move their 6 inches. The Helldrake is gonna move its 30-inch move, and he's gonna land right here,
1 inch away.
1 inch away from the base of the command barge.
Yep.
Next thing that we're gonna do is the Chaos Land Raider. He's gonna move his 10 inches.
Oh,
He's gonna move up to here. The Chaos, the Renegade Knight is now very wounded and he can only move 6 inches. So he will just follow behind these Angors and move up like so. Ahriman will move his 6 inches on foot and the Exalted Sorcerer will follow him, keeping company. The other unit of Zangors will move up 6. Cultists will move their 6 as well. The Blue Scribes will move their 12-inch move. And they're gonna get behind the...
Oh, we forgot one thing. They had to take a morale test for losing on your die.
So we forgot to do the morale test on the Zangors because they had casualties. They had 2 casualties and the highest leadership in the unit is 7. So we actually get a... I'm going to re-roll this because it's cocked. So we get a 7.
7
plus 2 casualties.
Plus 2, so
that's
you
9.
lose 2.
So we lose 2 guys. So 2 guys from the back will be removed as additional casualties for failing the morale test. I am going to advance the Zangors. So they move extra 2 inches. So they will just move like so. And we're gonna advance the cultists as well. They're gonna move an extra 4 inches, so because that's gonna force the opponent to shoot at them first. Then the Herald of Tzeentch on a burning chariot will move 14 inches. He's just gonna follow everybody into the battle, and he just lost a piece. So Kairos will move his 12 inches. He's just gonna fly straight and land on the corner of this Necron ruin over here. And that was movement for the 1,000 Suns. He will move on to the Psychic phase. So Psychic phase. Kairos will attempt to manifest Smite, which is Warp Charge 5. He has a +2 modifier to his casting ability because he's a Super Psyker. And he will be targeting Tzeentch. No, he actually has to target the closest visible enemy model, which is going to be the Flyer over here.
Flyer or Scarab?
The Flyer is closest to them. So we're looking for 3s, and we get exactly 3.
Okay.
So it goes off.
This guy has Gloom Prison.
What is that?
That allows me to deny 1. So I have to be 24 within him, right? Not
Of the caster.
of the caster. So I'm not within 24.
So it does go off after all. Now Smite is D3 mortal
D3.
wounds. So D3. And we get 2. So 2 wounds on the Flyer.
So the Flyer is down to 10.
Moving on with Kairos. He knows he can manifest 3 psychic powers and deny 3 psychic powers.
So he manifested 1.
He manifested, but he can do 2 more. He knows all the psychic powers in the Tzeentch Demon discipline. So the next psychic power that he's going to attempt to manifest is going to be Boon of Change. This is Warp Charge 7, which he modifies by 2, so he needs 5 for it to go off. So looking for 5s, and we get a 10, so it does go off.
Yep.
Now, how this is going to work is it's essentially there's another table that we have to roll on. It's a D3 table, and he's going to nominate a unit within 18 inches of himself. That's the Tzeentch Demon or himself. And that unit is going to get a buff.
Okay.
Okay, so D3 is going to be a 3. And 3 result on this chart is Iron Skin. So that's +1 to the toughness. So we're actually going to give it to Kairos. So he's going to have +1 to his toughness.
Bring it up to an 8, right?
That's going to bring his toughness to an 8. Next psychic power that he's gonna attempt to manifest, and that's the last one that he can do, is Bolt of Change. That's Warp Charge 9, which he modifies by 2. So he's gonna need 7s to manifest, and he gets a 5. I will use one of my command points. So we have 7 command points available for this army. We're using 1, and we will be re-rolling 1 dice. And that dice is now a 3, which is 7, which is exactly what we needed. So the Bolt of Change does go off. What this is saying is I nominate a unit within 18 inches of the Psyker, and that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. So in that case, let's do D3 mortal wounds against the Tesseract bolts, and that's just going to be 1.
So he's down to 27.
Next thing that's going to happen is Ahriman over here is going to attempt to manifest Smite on the closest visible enemy model, which is the flyer.
Yep.
He needs 5 for it to go off, and he gets a 5.
Yep.
So that's going to be D3 mortal wounds, and that's going to be 2 mortal wounds.
It's down to 8.
The Exalted Sorcerer that's right behind him is going to attempt to do the same thing, manifest Smite on a 5-up, and he gets an 11. So D6, 4 more mortal wounds.
4 more wounds. So he's down to 4.
He is down to 4.
Oh no!
So both Ahriman and the Exalted Sorcerer manifested just 1 psychic power. Ahriman is going to attempt to do 1 more.
One that you haven't casted yet.
That we haven't cast yet, which is Infernal Gaze from the Dark Hereticus discipline. That is going to be Warp Charge 5. So we need 5s for it to go off. We get a 6. Again, closest enemy model is the flyer. What this is going to do is I'm going to roll 3 dice, and on a 4-up, it is going to be mortal wounds. So let's hope for some 4s, and we get just 1. So that's 1 additional mortal wound.
It's down to 3 wounds.
On the flyer. His buddy, the Exalted Sorcerer, learning by example from Ahriman, is going to attempt to do the same thing. Infernal Gaze on this guy.
You just casted it though.
Actually, you're right. I can't do it. So I have to cast a different psychic discipline. God damn it! 8th edition. So one last thing that we can do in the psychic phase that we did not do is Prescience, which is Warp Charge 7. Ahriman will attempt to manifest it. We're looking for 7 or higher, and we get a 3. It does not go off, and that is going to be the end of the psychic phase. And we're moving on to the shooting phase. So we're going to start with the Drake, with the Hell Drake. He's equipped with a Bale Flamer, which has an 18-inch range. He will be shooting the only thing that he can, which is the Command Barge. This weapon is Assault D6. It automatically hits its target. So let's roll on the D6 and see how many hits we get. And we get 3 hits. Toughness 6 versus Strength 6, so we're looking for 4s to wound, and we get 1 wound. -2 to your AP, and it will do 2 damage if it goes through.
3 plus, so I need a 5. Plus I have Quantum Shielding. So I need a 5 plus to ignore it. Okay, no wound.
Saved. So the
Weapon skill's 5 now.
weapon skill is 5 right now. Ballistic skill is 5 because he's severely damaged, but he's shooting at that flyer over there. Gatling Cannon has it's heavy 12. We're looking for 5-ups.
6-ups because I'm hard to hit.
You're hard to hit. It's a good thing we got 4 6s then.
4 6s.
So toughness 6, and the strength of the weapon is a 6. So we're looking for 4s to wounds, and we get 2 wounds. So we did 2 wounds. It's -2 to armor. So we're looking for 5-up saves.
5-up saves. Here we go.
I can't believe it. So the Renegade Knight will be shooting the Storm Spear rocket pod. This proxy model over here, which represents the Triax Stalker.
Yep.
He is within range. This weapon is heavy 3. He ignores the heavy penalty. However, he's wounded a lot, so his ballistic skill is a 5, so we're looking for 5s to hit. And we get 3 hits. So this is going to be strength 8 versus toughness.
You're gonna need 3s.
We're looking for 3s to wounds. And we get just 1 wound. This is going to be -2.
Okay, so I get a 5+, and I get quantum shielding. 5+.
How does the quantum shielding factor in?
Oh, I'll show you if I fail this. Oh, it's a 5+.
So we're done with the Chaos Knight, or the Renegade Knight. He exhausted all of his weapons. Next thing that we'll shoot is these Angors. They will be shooting the Scarabs. They have pistols, range is 12 inches. Out of the 10 guys over here, 8 are in range.
Okay.
Their ballistic skill is 4, so we're looking for 4 to hit. We have a bunch of misses, so just 2 go through. Toughness 3, strength 3. We're looking for 4 wounds, and we get a single wound.
Modifier?
No.
So I need a 6. No.
And I believe it's just 1 damage, so that's a
Yes.
single wound. The next model that we'll shoot is the Land Raider. He will be shooting all of his attacks into the Tesseract Vault just to try and dent it a little bit.
Okay.
We're going to start with the Havoc Launcher, which is a heavy D6 weapon. The Chaos Land Raider ignores the heavy penalty. So heavy D6 for the Havoc Launcher. D6 result is a 4. The ballistic skill right now is a 3, so we're looking for 3 to hit. So we're looking for 5s to wounds.
Yep.
And we get 2 wounds. There is no AP modifier on these wounds.
So I need a 3+.
Twin heavy bolters. This is heavy 6. Again, into the Tesseract Vault, ignoring the penalty. So we said it's heavy 6. We're looking for 3s to hit. We have 3 misses and we have 3 hits. This is strength 5 versus toughness 8. So again, we're looking for 5 wounds, and we get 2 wounds. There is a -1 modifier.
So I need
to
4+.
the shaves.
4+, baby. All right, so he takes another wound.
Twin last cannons, heavy 2, ignoring heavy. Looking for 3s. We get 2. This is now going to be strength 9 versus toughness 8, so we're looking for 3s to wounds. And we get 1. The modifier for armor penetration is -3.
Up with the power to see 10 of these guys, it's supposed to be the closest visible unit. So I did okay with this guy. I did this one correctly because they were the closest visible unit to him at the time with the Zangors. But I screwed up with these 2 guys. I should have been against the Zangors, but it was only like 1 or 2 wounds.
And I'm realizing that I screwed up something as well, which is in the psychic phase, I didn't use the blue scribes, which automatically manifest the psychic power. But yeah, it is what it is. So we're just gonna move on, and we're gonna do the 6-up armor save.
This is against what?
On the Tesseract Vault.
Where did you shoot at him?
From
Last
the
cannons.
last cannons on the Land Raider, which have a -3 modifier. They did 1 wound, so you owe me 1 6-up save.
6-up save. Okay. 1 6-up save? Alright, here we go.
So actually, the last cannon has inflicts D6 damage, so 6.
Oh! Ouch! Down to
So-
20.
So moving on in the shooting phase, I believe there's nothing else we can actually do because the Zangors advanced, the Cultists advanced. These 2 guys don't really have a shooting attack. Neither does Kairos, and these 2 guys have pistols, which are out of range, I believe, to hit that.
Yeah, I'd say
Ahriman can? Okay, so Ahriman is gonna hit on 2s. It's cocked, re-rolling 4, so it's a hit. So 5s to wound, and that's actually a wound. There is a modifier to the.
Minus 2, so I need a 5-up. 5-up! Now it takes another wound, down to 2 wounds.
We are going to be declaring a charge with the Helldrake. He's going to charge the command barge. Zangors will be charging this lone scarab unit. They're about 7 inches away.
Yep.
So let's start with that. So we're looking for 7-inch charge move, and we get a 6, so this is a failed charge. Overwatch for the command barge?
Yeah, 2 shots. I need 6s.
So charge distance is 8 inches.
That's in.
He really wants to get in there. He's gonna try and poke the eyes out of them with his claws.
Yep.
4 attacks at the moment. Weapon skill is a 3-up. Is this the command barge? Does it have a fly keyword on it?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, because the Helldrake claws, the close combat weapon, says that when attacking models that can fly, you may add 1 to this weapon's hit roll. Looking for 2s. We get 4 of them.
So you need 3s.
I need 3s, so looking for 3s to wound. We get 3 wounds. 3 wounds on the command barge, and actually there's a -1 AP modifier to these rolls.
Okay, so I need 4. So it's 3 of them?
3 of them.
Okay. So 4.
They do D3 damage, so damage result is a 6, so that's 3
Alright, so
wounds.
I'm going to do quantum shielding first.
What's quantum shielding again?
So I have to roll 1 or a 2 to ignore it, or the wounds.
Ignore wounds altogether?
Yeah.
Or, okay, go for it.
1 or a 2. 1!
And now it gets to strike back.
Yes. 3 attacks. 2 plus.
So we're
Come on!
2 ups to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. 3
Strength 7 verse. Come on, baby.
4 is to wound.
1 wound. Okay.
AP.
-4.
-4. So we're gonna do the 5 up invuln save, and that is a 2.
It takes 2 wounds.
So the Helldrake took 2 damage and is down to 10 wounds. I believe that is all the charging we can do, because the Zangors over there are, I think, too far away, and so are the cultists. We could charge with the Land Raider, but his weapons...
No, you can't charge him.
The
He's
flyer?
supersonic. You have to be a flyer.
I see. Okay. So in that scenario, we will hand over our turn to the Necron player, and it's going to be battle round 2.
All right. First things first. Living metal for everybody. So he gains a wound back. So he's at 21.
Necron shenanigans.
Yeah. He gains a wound back.
Why doesn't living flesh gain a wound back?
He's up to 3 again. Anyone else? He doesn't have anything. So those are only 2 things that took wounds, right? All right. Beginning of the movement phase. I'm going to try to generate a scarab.
Oh!
I'm going to use a CP.
Okay.
Oh! D3 mortal wounds.
3.
Oh my God.
How many,
That wasn't supposed to happen.
how many wounds does he have?
6.
6, so he's down to 3.
He's down
Okay.
to 3. Okay.
How many command points do you have left?
2.
2 command points left.
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Start
right
with
here.
4, right?
Yep. So I'm down to 2.
And there's the number.
Okay. So now I got to do a 90. Yeah. So I'm gonna go that way.
Okay, I got it.
It's gonna move within 2 inches of these guys.
If it really wants to.
Just.
Oh, you know they have oil for blood? Just keeps them lubricated.
Staying 1 inch away from those, 1 inch away from those. It's gonna be. He's gonna be in here.
So you're trying to repair that thing?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. More
I just
Necron
wanna-
shenanigans.
Yeah. Did him. All right, he's gonna stay where he is. All right, we're gonna at the end of the movement, we're gonna repair D3 to Tesseract Vault. Come on, give me a 3. Gets a wound back. Shooting with this guy. He's gonna shoot the knight. 6 attacks. Need 3s.
Which weapon is this?
this is the particle shredder. So I need 5s. Hey.
So 3 wounds.
Yep.
-1 to armor save, and his armor save is a 3 up.
3 ups.
So 4 up. So we're looking for 4 ups, and we missed 2.
2. Okay, so it's D3 each. Come on, something high.
So that's 6 wounds. So the knight
Explodes.
is dead, and he will explode on the 6. So do me the honors, and we'll
You want me to roll for it?
go for it. That's 2. This model is just removed from play as casualty. Does not explode.
It's going to be with this guy. This other Triarch.
Triax Stalker.
Stalker.
What weapon is he using?
Same thing, particle beamer. 6 shots. Need 3s. So I need 5s.
Land Raider has a 2 up save. Does
Yeah,
this have any
-1.
modifiers? -1. So
Three.
3. He gets a 2. I will use one of my command points to re-roll this dice. So 4. It's a
Okay.
save.
Alright. That was a waste, I believe. 5 up to hit. D3 attacks. Reroll. Well, alright, so D3 attacks. That'll be 3. So I need 5s by reroll 1 since it's been targeted by the Stalker.
Another shenanigan.
Reroll. I need a 3. Come on! I'm going to. Oh, I already used my CP, so it's nothing. Or 3 hits. Alright.
But he's hitting on a 5.
5s, but reroll 1. So I need 5s and 6s. Hey, I got some 5s. So it's 5. Strength 7. Toughness 8. So I need 5s.
What did 6s do?
Oh, how many 6s? I had 2 6s.
2 6s.
So this is adding 4 more dice. I need 5s. No minus.
No minus, so
2
we're looking for a 2+ save. And we get a 1. So 15 wounds left on the Land Raider.
Okay, so the other Tomb Site, same thing. Land Raider. D3 attacks. 2. Okay, I need 3s. Reroll 1s. Need 3s. Alright, so that's 2. This is going to be a -4.
And we get double 1s.
D6 wounds per shot.
That's terrible.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Come on, baby. Alright, 5s and 6s. Alright, so it's 6 wounds he takes. 8 shots with the Tesla. 6s are 3 hits. So I need 5s. 5 wounds. 2
AP.
plus. 2 plus.
So 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 pluses. We miss 1.
So you take another wound.
1 wound, down to 8.
2 shots from the bars.
From the command barge.
2 plus. Okay. So I need 5s. 1. This is -2.
So it's -3.
Yep.
5 up save. We get a 1.
D3 wounds. Woo! 3 wounds.
You're down 5.
Let's do that C10 Nightbringer. He's within 12. So he's going to use his gaze. 4 attacks. Need 2 plus. And they're all hit. So this is -4.
6s. We don't get a single 1.
Okay, so these are D3 per hit.
So the Land Raider is about to go bye-bye.
D3 per hit. So
You could roll once.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 wounds.
With only 5
He
left.
has
the Land
5,
Raider
so this guy is a casualty. So we're gonna roll for the explode result. It's a 5, close but no cigar.
So the flyer, 2 plus. Okay, so it's D3 mortal wounds. 2. Okay, let's do the other C10. Same thing. 2 plus. And D3. Takes another mortal wound. Okay, so Kairos. Let's start working on Kairos. So 20 shots against him. 3s to hit. No reroll shenanigans. 6s are 3 hits. Okay. Your toughness is 8 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I need 5s. Okay. Okay, so 5 saves.
So 5 up. Demon save on Kairos. And we save 1. 4 go through. So 12 wounds left on Kairos.
Now he has to do powers of Tzeentch, so that has to be the closest visible target. All right, so first we're gonna do on a 6 you take a mortal wound. Hey! Now I'm gonna do D3 mortal wounds on a 2+. So D3. So 2 more wounds, he's down to 4. And now I'm gonna do times arrow sling. No.
If you rolled a 5 or a 6,
He
he
would
would
have
have been
been
automatically
wiped.
removed from
Yeah.
Blade. That's awesome. It's a
Yeah.
good thing you rolled it too.
So all the shooting attacks are done. Now we're doing charges. But I'm gonna do the 2 C10s at the flyer. The rest of these models over here against your Zangors.
Okay.
All right, let's do your flyer. The first one that's charging in will be the Deceiver.
Okay. So we're gonna Overwatch.
Yep.
We're gonna Overwatch with the Bale Flamer,
Yep.
which automatically hits
Yes.
D6,
Yes, sir.
and we get a 5. So 5s,
Yep.
and we actually get 3 wounds.
4+, invulnerable. So he takes 2.
He takes 2d3.
2d3?
Yep.
Is it?
No, I take it back. He takes 4.
So he takes 4 wounds. So he's down to 4 wounds. So charging. This is not good.
You are exactly 4 inches away.
And the Night Stalker. So he's definitely in. So I attack first. Let's start with the Deceiver, man. So 2+.
Stratagem that you're about to use?
Okay, so those are all hits. Strength 7, toughness 7. I need 4s. -4.
So I'm better off using my invul
Invulnerable,
save,
yeah.
which is a 5 up. And 2 go through.
It's 3 wounds ahead.
So that's 6 wounds.
Yeah.
So he is dead.
See if he
However,
blows up.
he does blow up. And
D6 for the blow up?
we're looking
can roll
for a
this
6. We get a 6.
Woo!
Okay, so
How many mortal wounds?
they will explode. So within 6 inches, I'm guessing we have 1, 2, 3, possibly 4. D3 for him.
Yep.
He's going to be 2.
So he's down to 2 wounds.
We're gonna do the other C10. That's just 1.
1 wound. Little dude.
Scarab,
Is dead.
2. And the Triax Stalker over here, 2.
2. All right, now Triax Stalker.
How many
And
wounds
the
is the
Quantum
Yeah.
Shielding.
Quantum shielding shenanigans. So if I roll
A
a
one.
1, I ignore it. No.
Okay, how many wounds does he start with?
He starts with 10.
So he starts with 10, and he's
down
down,
to
2, so he's down to 8. Do we have an 8-sided die here somewhere?
And Drake is going back to Toronto.
Yeah. And these guys will consolidate on
3
3
inches.
inches. So the first, well, okay, now I guess you're going to have to shoot. He's the first one going in, so.
So I will be overwatching. So that's 10 guys. So 10 Zangors overwatching the charging Triax Stalker. 10 attacks, first 5. Looking for 6s, 1 6. And then the next batch, nothing. So just 1. Strength of this weapon is 3. It's an auto pistol.
So you need a 6.
And I get a 6.
All right, 3+. 4.
Charge
All right, so
distance,
charge distance.
terrain.
He's in. Yeah, so it'd be 6. So he's definitely
He's
in.
definitely in.
Let's do the charge for the other one that's wounded. He's definitely in. So we're in. Just have to be within 1. So I'm just gonna roll them together because
Okay.
they hit on 3s.
For the 2 Triax Stalkers?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So 6 attacks. 4, so I need 3s. So that's 3. So this is -1, I believe.
Okay, they are going to use their 5-up invuln save for 3 wounds. And they save 1 to go through. 2 guys dead. We're going to remove 2 guys from the back.
Okay.
So first thing that they're going to do is they're going to do their 3-inch pile-in move. So 3-inch pile-in move will look something like so. Okay.
Now you're splitting attacks?
We're splitting.
Well, you have to split it.
We have to, right? Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4 guys on this guy, and then 1, 2, 3 plus the twist spray on this guy.
Okay.
So that's 8 attacks going here, and then 6 plus 3, 9 attacks going here.
Let's do it.
Okay. Weapon skill is a 3. Weapon skill 3. 5s. We get just 1 wound, and there is a -1.
So 4 plus. 4 plus. No, he takes a wound.
This other group with the twist spray is attacking this other track stalker. There is 9 attacks coming his way. We're looking for 3s. We have 2 misses. We have 3 misses. So that is 6 hits. We're looking for 5s to wound. And we get 3 wounds.
So I need 3.
There's
4
a
plus.
Yeah, so 4s.
So 2 wounds.
And we can do the morale test right now.
Yeah.
So the highest morale in this unit of Zangors is 7.
-1 because it's within 12 inches of this guy.
So 6, and we lost 2 this round.
Yep.
So we're rolling 2d6, and we're hoping for a
plus
high roll. And we get an 8.
+3.
So let's leave the twist spray in there. So we're gonna remove, let's say these 4. I can't do that. So we're gonna do something
I
like
still got to
this.
consolidate those guys. I should have done that before. We're just going 3 inches this way. All right. Okay. And that's it for my melee. End of turn
2.
Turn 2.
Top of turn 2.
Movement phase for Thousand Suns. So Zangors moving 6. Cultists are moving next. They will be advancing. So they will move 6 plus 4, 10 inches. 10 inches will get them.
A little getting used to, you know. Really make the big bounce.
Harold will move 14, going over here. Kairos will move his 12 over here, and the blue scribes will follow and get here with their 12-inch move. Ahriman will move 6, and the Exalted Sorcerer will follow. And that is all we have for movement. Moving on to the psychic phase. So blue scribes automatically manifest smite.
But it says it has to be closest target, right?
It has to be the closest visible enemy model, which in this case is this Triax Stalker.
Yes.
This will automatically go off. There is no dice roll required. Okay, against the Triax Stalker, D3 is a 1, so that's 1 additional wound on this Triax Stalker over
Okay, it's
here.
down to 7.
Next thing that we're gonna do is with Ahriman, who is within 18, he will manifest smite again. I mean, he will also manifest smite on a 5-up. Actually, on a 4-up, because he improves his, he has a +1 buff, so that does go off. So that is going to be D3.
Hold on. I'm going to see if I could counter it.
Okay.
Because now I'm within 24, right? Yes, I am. So you rolled a 4.
I have rolled a 4. So you need a 5 or a fire.
Countered.
The Exalted Sorcerer will attempt to manifest the same psychic power next.
Yep.
So on a 5-up, this is actually going to be a 7, so it does go off.
Yep.
I don't know if you're within range to counter this one.
No, I can only counter 1.
You can only counter 1. Okay, so this does go off. It's D3 mortal wounds, It's going to be 2 more on the Track Stalker, so he's down to 5.
5! Oh no!
Exalted Sorcerer will attempt to manifest Infernal Gaze again, which is Warp Charge 5.
Well, you only do it once, right? Infernal Gaze?
Yes, and I'm doing it now.
One time. Okay.
So it's Warp Charge 5. He gets a 6, so it does go off. That's going to be 3 dice. 3 dice. 4 ups are mortal wounds. We get 1 additional mortal wound.
Okay, so it's down to 4.
Ahriman will attempt to manifest Warp Time. Warp Time is Warp Charge 6. With his buff, it's actually Warp Charge 5. And it does not go off. He can manifest 1 additional psychic power, Prescience, which is Warp Charge 6, or actually Warp Charge 6. I'm sorry, it's Warp Charge 7, but for him it's Warp Charge 6. It does not go off, so Ahriman is feeling lazy today. The next thing that we're going to do is with Kairos Fate Weaver, Smite to begin with. He has to target the closest visible enemy model, which is this guy again. He has the 2+ modifier to this roll, so he will be manifesting this on a 3 up. We actually get an 11, so this will be D6 mortal wounds instead. It's going to be 3.
It's down to 1.
He's down to 1. Bolt of Change. Bolt of Change is Warp Charge 9, but because of his buff, he needs a 7 for it to go off, and he gets it. I select a unit within 18 inches of the Psyker, and that model suffers D3 mortal wounds. So 18 inches away is this guy.
Okay.
So we will go against the C10. So we were off camera debating whether we can pull this off the way we wanted to pull it off. And the core rulebook states that in the shooting phase you have to target the closest enemy model that's not a character. You can't target the character directly, but this is a psychic phase.
Yes.
And we believe that we are interpreting the rule correctly. So the way we're going to play this is Bolt of Change went off. We're going to target the C10 that's within 18 inches of the Kairos Fate Weaver, and we will allocate D3 mortal wounds to him. He's down to 2 wounds left, and we get a 1. Woo. So he still lives. Kairos Fate Weaver knows all the Chaos Demon Tzeentch psychic powers in that discipline. One of them is called Treason of Tzeentch.
Okay.
So it's very tricky. Okay. It's Warp Charge 8. With his buff, he's going to need a 6 for it to go off.
Yeah.
He will be targeting.
So how does this work? Let's look at this power before.
It select a model, and I control it for the purposes of shooting, charging, and fighting. So this is Warp Charge 8. It is Warp Charge 8. With his buff, it's actually 6. He rolled an 11. So this this psychic power is manifested. Now, verbatim, what it says is, if manifested, select a visible enemy character within 18 inches of the Psyker, apart from the opponent's warlord, and then roll 2d6. If the result is greater than the character's leadership, you can treat the model as if it were a friendly model in your army in your shooting, charge, and fight phases. At the end of the fight phase, the character reverts to being the enemy.
Wow, that's ugly.
So we will be picking one of these 2 C10s because those are the only 2 characters on the board. This guy.
Okay.
Okay.
So we gotta go higher.
His leadership is 10.
10.
So we require 11 or a 12. And we get 6s, so that does not go off, but it was a very interesting idea.
Oh my god, that would have been disastrous, man. That power is sick.
And I believe that is it. We used up 3, so we are going to move on to the shooting phase. In the shooting phase, we're going to start with the twist brace. They're equipped with pistols, so they can shoot even though they're within 1 inch of enemy models. Closest enemy model. Okay, so these 3 are gonna shoot into him, and this guy's gonna shoot into him. So these 3 guards are looking for 4s to hit. They get 2 hits. This is strength 3 versus toughness.
So you need 6s.
6s, no 6s, and then one guy hitting on a 4 misses. Cultists advanced, so they cannot shoot. However, the 2, 4, 6 Zangors over there will just try and take pot shots at the big looming Tesseract Bolt.
Oh, you can actually wound it now, right?
There is 6 of them. I'm going to roll them twice. We're looking for 4s. In the first round, we got 1 hit, and then we get 3 more. So that's 4 hits total. It is strength 3 versus toughness 8.
8, so you need 6s.
We are looking for 6s, and we do not get a single 6. But they tried. We will move on to the charging phase, or the fight phase. Kairos Fate Weaver, Blue Scribes, and the Herald of Tzeentch will all charge into the Triax Stalker that's over here.
Okay. He can't
He will not be able to overwatch because he has enemy models within 1 inch. So we're going to start with the Herald of Tzeentch on the Burning Chariot. We're looking for 7 inches. And he really wants to get in there. Next on, we're going to do Kairos Fate Weaver. Again, 7 inches most likely. He misses it. So he fails the charge. And then we're going to say that it's about 9 inches, I think, for the Blue Scribes to get in. They get 9. So Blue Scribes and the Herald of Tzeentch will be in there somewhere, something like this, so we don't break these tiny guys. Ahriman and the Exalted Sorcerer will sit this one up. Moving on to the fight phase.
So I think since you charged first this round, you would get your attacks first, and then I go, and then these Zangors would go.
That sounds fine to me.
Right?
Unless I use that
CP thing.
CP thing, and
Then the Zangors would go before me.
You know what? I think that costs 2 command points. So we will use 2 command points, and we will override the Necrons and charge them first.
Attack first.
Attack first. Do the Herald of Tzeentch and the Burning Chariot. He has 3 attacks. So we said 3 attacks. We're looking for 4s. We did not get a single one, so he's useless. However, he's riding on the mount, on the Burning Chariot. The Burning Chariot itself has these 2 screamers, which attack with the Lamprey Bites and Slashing Talons.
Wow, they do that for your chariot? That's nice.
So we're going to do the Lamprey Bite first. It says after the Herald of Tzeentch makes its close combat attacks, you can attack with the Screamers, make 2 additional attacks using this weapon's profile. With weapon skill 4, we miss both. However, there is also Slashing Talons, which are 4 additional attacks. So
now that's a real chariot.
we actually get 3 this time around. Strength 4. With no AP modifier,
5s.
so we are looking for 5s to wounds, and we do not get a single one. Moving on, we have the
Blue Scribe.
Blue Scribes. Their weapon skill is 4, and they have 2 attacks base, so they will roll twice and get double 1s. Tzeentch is not favoring these guys. Next thing that they actually have is because they're riding on that disc, they have sharp quills, I guess. No, I'm sorry. The disc has blades, so that's 1 additional attack. That is strength 4. So we're looking for 4s. No. So that's it for the Blue Scribes. Next, the Zangors will go.
Do the 3 Zangors over here first.
So we have 2 attacks, 2 attacks, 3 attacks.
Okay.
Okay.
Total 7.
So total of
7.
7. We are looking for 3s. 5 hits. This is strength 4 versus toughness whatever. We're looking for 5s to wounds. And we get 4. I'm sorry, we get 3. 3 wounds. We have a -1 modifier to
So we need
the armor.
4s. Uh-oh. Can I get 3 4s? No. He's toast. So let's see if he explodes. No.
And then we have this one
Lone Zangor
with 2 attacks with his weapon, looking for 3s.
Trying to make 7 wounds in one shot.
2 hits, and
2 hits?
we're looking for 5s, 2 wounds. We do not get a single wound, so this one remaining track stalker gets to strike back.
Yeah, and this will bleed into the rest of the Zangors.
If it has to.
Yeah. Alright, so I need 3s.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
So they're just gonna go back a little bit, and this guy is actually gonna go do something like this.
Alright.
Okay? It is Necrons.
Alright.
So it's automatically get back 1 with
automatic, yeah. Is it 3?
Yeah,
now
so
he's at 4. He took no wounds. That's why I mixed up. This guy gets 1 back, so he's up to 8. So I'm gonna do 2 plus scarabs.
Uh-oh.
1. Oh my god, I'm using a CP.
Uh-oh.
Do you know that happened twice? Do you know that? Do you guys know that?
Indeed, 3 mortal wounds.
1 wound, so... Oh my god. Something in the 30s. Alright. I just want to be able to see my friend over there. Right around there. This is gonna suck. It's gonna move 6, so it'll be right here. Alright. This guy's moving 6. He's gonna do his... He just needs to be within 1 inch.
Okay.
So I just moved him 6. He moves up 6 with him. He was within 1 inch
good.
before. So this guy's gonna move his 8. So it's gonna be around here.
Right, that's like Scar.
Yeah. So he's going his 8 inches in. It's right around here. This guy's got to go 12.
Those have disappeared now since I got here.
Oh, we got repair. D3. 1. So this gets another one back. 24. Shooting. But this guy could shoot. 24. Big boy. I am actually going to get out of melee. I'm going to fall back with this dude.
Okay.
Yes. So he's just going to go something like that. So I can get some shooting in. Alright.
Well, is he a flyer?
If you're not a flyer, you can't
that's
shoot.
right. If he's not a flyer. So let's start off with the big gun. D3. 1. So I need 3 to hit. Oops, that was a 4. Alright, so I need a 3 or better. Come on! Alright, it's a 6. So this is -4, so you get your invulnerable save.
So the only thing he can do is a 5-up invuln save.
Yeah.
So 1 5-up save coming up.
Yep.
That's a 2.
Ooh!
So this is a D6
D6.
damage. 1.
Oh, you messed.
Good call.
So
Takes
down
1
to
damage.
11.
So it's 8. So 6s are 3 additional hit. Well, 3 hits equals 3 hits. So I need 3s.
Uh-oh.
So I need 4s because this is a 7.
5-up invuln save. Go Tzeentch. He saves 2. 1 goes through.
1 goes through.
10 wounds.
He's down to 10 wounds.
Oh no.
Good old Kairos. He weaves fates.
He's been at work on his own.
Let's just do Nightbringer. So he's the closest target. At least that's why I wanted to make him the closest target.
Scribes?
Okay, so let's do this in this order. Let him go first. He's going to shoot the scribes with his mortal wound. How many wounds does that thing have? Kill it out,
All
right?
scribes have 4 ones.
Are they a character?
They are a character, yes.
They are a character.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's change this order then. So let's go with him shooting at your blue scribes.
Blue
2
scribes.
shots at the blue scribes. I need 2s. I need 3s. Okay.
Give it to me. I'll turn him into.
So
eights.
-3 to your save.
So they have a 6-up armor save. They have the demonic special ability, which gives them a 5-up demon save. However, They also have something called ephemeral form,
Yeah.
which improves their invuln save by 1.
So it's 4
So
plus.
it's a 4-up invuln save. for
Alright,
the
so
little
do your
guys.
4 up invuln.
How many?
Just one hit.
One
But it's
hit?
gonna be D3 wounds though.
We'll see about that.
Uh-oh.
It's a 6.
Oh!
Tzeentch protects.
Tzeentch protects is right. No, so I have to shoot the closest with the powers of the C10, the closest visible model. These are equal distance.
Okay.
So I'm gonna choose him. He's gonna shoot, right? He's got his D6 gaze, right? 1. So the gaze is wounds on a 2+. All right, and you have to make a save, -4, so you get your invulnerable
It wounds on 2+ automatically.
automatically.
Okay, so I'm doing my. This is on Kairos, right?
Yeah.
So 5-up demon save, and he gets a 1. 3 wounds or damage. 2.
So 2.
So he's down to 8.
So now he's gonna do his 2+ power of C10. He's gonna take D3 mortal wounds.
Wow. He is down to 7.
Now this guy's just gonna do his D3 mortal wounds. It's gonna be 2+, D3. So blue scribe takes 2 wounds. Okay, we're doing it on Kairos. 20 shots. Need 3s. 6s are zaps, big zaps. I need 4s. 4s to wound. Kairos, we're zapping you back into the warp, buddy.
Strength,
Strength 7.
toughness 7, so 4s.
Oh, 12 saves.
Oh my god.
12 saves. I'm gonna roll them twice because he may not need to roll another time.
Yeah.
So we're looking for 5
Oh, you're
ups.
definitely going to have to roll another time. He has 7 wounds.
Okay, so 5 ups on first batch of 6, and he saves 1, so he takes 5 wounds.
So he's down to 2.
And then another batch of 6, he saves 2, but 4 go through.
Back to the warp. Okay, so now I got to do the rest of his power to C10 attacks. So it has to be the closest. So it's going to be the cultists. 10. This is for the seismic assault. I need 6s. Okay, so 2 guys are dead on a 2+ D3. D3 mortal wounds. 1 more guy dead. If I roll over his wounds, he'll get removed from play.
They have 1 wound, so on
Yeah.
a 2 up.
Yeah, so another guy dead. Oh, he has his powers to do. Powers of the C10. So it's the closest model, so it's going to be him anyway. So on a 2+, and it's D3 mortal wounds. 1 wound to your scribe.
So he's down to 1.
Alright, so that's all my shooting. Let's do charges. He's charging Ariman.
Ariman is gonna overwatch with his pistol.
Actually, you know what?
Okay. He failed the overwatch. Go and
Yeah,
turn.
I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. 7, no good.
Fail the charge. Okay.
Yep. This guy's gonna charge him. -2.
He does not have a shooting attack, so go for it.
He's in there. That's what I needed.
12?
So he's in. Or I could just finish up. Let me get rid of these Zangors. We're charging the Zangors. He's in there. So we'll start over here. So he's got 4 attacks. Hits on 2s. So 3 hits. Strength 7 against toughness 3. So I need 2s. So that's -4. But you get your invulnerable save?
4 up invuln save. How many?
3.
2 go through. And
So that's 3 damage each. Yeah. So he's toast. So he's gonna consolidate. 3 inches. Zoop. All right. So let's do the combat over here. So I'm doing the charging combat. So it's 3 attacks. He needs 2s. So 3 hits. Toughness 4. So I need 3s. So 3 2, I mean.
Two
2,
ones.
it's -4.
They're gonna do their 5 up in one save.
Yep.
And they lose 2.
Yep, 2 guys dead.
So 2 guys dead.
Now, I go combat first because I charged before. Remember? So, I'm going to start with his combat. So, I need 3s. Okay. 7, so I need 3s.
He's attacking him. He's attacking him. 2 attacks, 2 attacks. Looking for 3s. He makes it. 4 versus
6.
6, so 5s. No. And then 2 attacks from this guy, 3s. And 6s.
Strength 4?
Yeah.
Do you need 5?
5. No.
Alright, so you lost 2.
I lost 2. Leadership is 6.
He's within 12. So it's -1 to the leadership. So it's a 5 leadership.
5 leadership. We get 9. They're gone.
Yeah, that toast.
So we need to do the morale test for the cultists that lost 4 guys. The highest leadership in the unit is 6. It's actually it's not a 6 anymore. It's a 5 because the champion is no longer on the board. I picked it up and removed it by
And
accident.
-1 for
So it's 5,
Dread.
-1 for this guy. So let's roll. We get an 11, and that's a lot, which is gonna remove them all from
pretty
play.
much.
So this unit has been wiped out. I believe that's all we had in this turn of fighting, right?
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna move on to probably the last turn of this game, or last player turn, to complete this battle round. So we have just a few people left. We're gonna do movement. So we're gonna move Ahriman 6 inches. We're gonna move the Exalted Sorcerer 6 inches. We are gonna move the Herald of Tzeentch from the burning chariot right here. Zangors, which are gonna move about 6 inches this way as well. So they're gonna do something like so. Ahriman has to manifest smite. He will be doing so on a 4-up, and he gets a 4. Can you deny this?
No. Oh, I can? Yeah, what the hell? It's an easy enough deny.
Go for it.
And I gotta
Deny it. The Exalted Sorcerer is going to be manifesting smite as well. He's going to do so on a 5. He gets a 6.
Yep, that goes off.
It goes off because you can only deny once, right?
Yeah.
Smite is D3 mortal wounds. It's going to be 1.
That's enough to blow him up.
It's enough to blow him up.
But he explodes. A 4+ he explodes. And it'll be each unit within 3 inches suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Okay, I'm rolling 4 up.
4 up.
We get a 4.
So everyone within 3.
D3 mortal wounds. So it's going to be Ahriman, Exalted Sorcerer, and the Herald.
And he's just outside.
So roll.
Alright, so we'll do separately. Ahriman
D3
takes 1.
takes 1. Okay. Exalted Sorcerer
Exalted Sorcerer takes 3.
takes 3. He has 5, so he's down to 2.
Okay, and the Chariot
Chariot
takes
takes
3.
3. Chariot has 8 wounds, so he's down to 5. Exalted Sorcerer is going to try and manifest Infernal Gaze. Infernal Gaze, he's going to target the C10 again.
You can't, you have to target this. This is closer. He's a character.
He's a character, yes, you're completely right. So we're going to target the Tesseract roll. Infernal Gaze is Warp Charge 5. It goes off and it perils.
Oh no!
Actually, we're going to find out if it goes off or not.
This was him? The Exalted?
Yeah, the Exalted Sorcerer.
So you take D3.
D3 mortal wounds, 1. So he lives.
He's down to
It does
1.
go off.
He's
It
down
super
to
goes
1.
off. It's actually going to be D6 mortal wounds.
Yes.
Um,
If that's it, if that's
that's
smite. It's It's another smite.
No, I'm sorry. This is infernal gaze. Infernal gaze.
3d6.
It's actually something. It's actually 3d6 and a 4 up.
Okay.
3d6 and a 4 up. We get just one.
Okay.
Oppressions, which is warp charge 7. He needs a 6. It does not go off. That completes the psychic phase. Oh, okay. So Desert World. He hits. 4 versus.
4 versus a 8. So
6.
you get 6.
It doesn't do anything. Same thing with the Exalted Sorcerer. He misses. We have 2, 4, 6 Zangors hitting on 4s. Strength 3, toughness 8, 6s. We don't get a single one. That completes the shooting phase.
Charge!
Moving on to fighting.
Do it! Come on, Tzeentch.
I think we're gonna charge with the Burning Herald of Tzeentch. Overwatch.
Yes, Overwatch. D6, Assault. Oh, 6. So I need 6s. 6s! 1 6. Wound on a 2+. 2+. Hey, it wounds. It's make a save, I guess.
So he has the
-4.
He's gonna use his invuln save. He has the demonic special ability 5 up plus ephemeral form improves by 1, 4 up. He fails it.
D6 wounds.
He's down to 5, so roll high.
No, this is D3 wounds. Oh,
How
3
many?
wounds. 3 wounds.
3 wounds. So he is down to 2 wounds left. But he will make this charge. Let's charge with
Get
Ahriman
them all
and the
in there.
Exalted Sorcerer. Ahriman gets an 8. I believe that's enough to get him in there.
Yeah, that's enough. Plenty.
And the Exalted Sorcerer is doing the same. He makes it by 7. Do Ahriman first. We haven't charged with Ahriman in the 8th edition just yet.
Yeah.
He has 4 attacks. He is hitting on 2s. He hits with 4. I mean, all 4 attacks succeed.
Strength.
Strength. He's using a 4 stave, which is +2 to his strength, which is 6.
So you need 5s. Toughness 7.
We get 3.
Woo!
3 of them. 3 wounds with a.
Is it 3 wounds each hit? Or
No,
D3?
it's -1 to AP, and it's 3 damage each.
Alright, so I'm gonna get my invulnerable save. So I need 4s. Woo! 2 go through.
So that's 6 damage. He's down to 1 wound left.
Oh, is it 3 damage straight?
3 damage each.
Woo! That's ugly. He's
And
down to
then
1.
the next guy that's gonna go is the Exalted Sorcerer, who has the exact same weapon.
I'll get him.
However, no, he's actually hitting on. So 4 attacks, hitting on 2s. 4 of them. He's wounding on 6 versus.
6 versus 7, so you need
So 5s. He gets just 1. 1 is all he needs.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna
Do I get a
3 damage.
4+? 4+. Hey.
Saves it?
Yep.
Okay. Next thing that we're gonna do is the Herald of Tzeentch. He has 3 attacks base. His weapon skill is 4. So 3 attacks, hitting on looking for 4s. We get 1. Strength is 3. So we're looking for 6s. Nothing. Next thing that's gonna happen is Lamprey bites. 2 additional attacks. 2 additional attacks. Looking for 4s. We get 2. This is strength 6.
So you need 5s.
5s. We don't get a single one. And then the last thing is slashing talons from the screamers, pulling the chariot. That's 4 additional attacks.
Oh my God.
Hitting on 4s. We get just 1. This is strength 4, looking for 6s. We get a 3.
Well, you'd need a 5, but yeah.
Anyway.
He survived all of that. Alright, so I need 2s. Where are we going to do these attacks? We're going to do them on Ahriman, I guess. Yeah, let's do them all on Ahriman.
Go for it.
Okay, 3 hits. I need 3s. Actually, these wound on 2s. Because it's that flesh pain stuff. So 2 wounds, 2 saves, invulnerable saves.
2 saves. Ahriman, I believe, has a 4 invuln save. Yes, he does. And he can reroll saving throws of 1.
Okay.
He makes 1, takes 1.
So it's D6.
Okay.
D6.
5
wounds. He's dead.
He is gone, so Ahriman is removed as a casualty. And that completes this combat, I believe.
Yeah.
And this completes this turn. And with Ahriman gone back to the planet of sorcerers to keep Magnus company, I think we're gonna do an epic handshake. And
Yeah,
call
good
this
game, man. Good game.
It was a very fun game for me. Although I could not compete that much with this particular list for the Necron faction. We'll catch you guys next time.